hearing stories from different businesses, when we announced that we were going to be doing this workshop, it was very clear to me that, and I'm not being specific about Aussie here, but the feeling that customers are getting is that they need to go and find the entity to do the in-office or in-business upgrade so the NBN can be connected. How does it work with Aussie Broadband?
Yeah, look, it's not necessarily a one-size-fits-all, and you've got very different. Some businesses are warehouses, some businesses are offices. So it can really vary, and it does depend on the kind of the building that you're in as to how close the NBN, I suppose, is actually delivered. So in some instances, in a lot of instances, the NBN, like I said, we will actually try to keep the existing services running while we install the new services kind of in parallel. And basically that means they've got to do a little bit of work to get that new service in. But, the benefit obviously is that there's basically no downtime, as opposed to if you cut this other service off and just transition over where the existing point was, your internet is going to be offline, and it could be, a very short period, half an hour to an hour, but it could be a couple of days if something goes wrong, and we don't generally like to run that risk. So we do encourage businesses to get that new point installed, and generally that's not a problem, but it can be from time to time if it's a warehouse or whatever else like that, and the office is actually at the back of the warehouse and the NBN service is obviously at the front of the warehouse. And so sometimes it can be a case of, you do need to run a cable, or you've got to run a Wi-Fi network. But we do, again, this is part of that thing that's up front, understanding what the business is, what they do, how they operate, how big is their shop, do they need one point or multiple points? That's the work that we kind of try and do at the start of the process. And so we can actually arrange, and through Aussie Broadband, we actually can say, well, sure, if the point, say, for example, is quite easy, you've got a small shop with only one computer point or something else like that, no worries, that's fine, you can do it yourself. It's not an issue. But if it is, say, for example, a warehouse, or they need a couple of data points installed, or they want to have phones upstairs and downstairs, for example, we do offer a service where we actually will send our contractors out and actually then connect everything for the consumer. And then, say, for example, if they are moving from their old hosted phone or their old phone system to a new phone system or something like that, our technicians can actually go out there and actually show them, okay, this is your new phone system. They set it all up for them, and then they can actually teach them, okay, this is how you use it. The button that used to be on the left of your old phone is now on the right of this phone, kind of thing.